Good morning. Hi, my name is Kassandre Azar Moise. I'm from FAMU FSU College of Engineering. I'm a fourth year studying civil engineering. So the title of my project today is My GSP. I think it's funny because it's actually connected to this year's theme, which coincidentally, anyways. So if I could summarize my 3 years at the GSP program, it will be between these three words: experience, research, and impact. And you might say, Kassandre, isn't that the whole point of this program? And to that I say, you might be right. But anyways, so the start of my program, it was kind of rocky since our program requires us to come up with our own impact project. But I knew that I wanted to do a large impact on the Gulf. So it all started because our program directors and staff let us go on a FSU Marines lab tour where we saw the Gulf in person, where we could see the impacts of the oil rig spill on the marine life and on the community who relied on the fishing. Then we got to be able to see the Gulf in person. We got to go on an alligator tagging tour in Wakulla, where we saw how, we saw how the marine life patterns have shifted. And then we ended up doing a lot of community cleanups in our area. Overall, all these experiences started turning the gears in my head, which let me then be able to come up with my own impact project. With the help of our staff and directors, I got connected with my mentor, Dr. Choi, which brings me to my second point, research. Under Dr. Choi, I studied demolition and safety operations. So in the lab, we studied how when natural disasters happen and buildings collapse, how can we as a society rescue people who are under collapse and debris without hurting them. So essentially, we tested different types of excavator buckets where we made a 3D printed small human where we put debris on top of it and we attached sensors to its head, its heart, and its body. We then tested speed, efficiency, and accuracy to try to see how quick we could rescue the person. While I was working for Dr. Choi, I also had the opportunity to try other different jobs. I worked as a career liaison, and I ended up getting an internship at the city of Tallahassee. During the city of Tallahassee, I managed to see how exactly projects impact the community. I got to talk to the community. I got to see how any type of design we made ended up being either beneficial or harmful to the community, which makes me realize that I really wanted to do more on the ground type of research with the community. So essentially, after quitting my job at the lab and working at the city of Tallahassee, I ended up being able to design a traffic analysis for one of the communities that we were looking at that has a lot of flooding, and we were looking at flood mitigation. So essentially, after a while, I decided that my Gulf Impact project would be on how I, as a person, could impact the community without having to do a large impact project. So this brings me to the last point of my speech. I decided that I wanted to be a catalyst of change for the younger generation. I ended up promoting GSP through what you can see in these pictures, club events. I taught 2 semesters worth of classes where I talked to students about their interest in the environment, and I ended up being able to help plan this year's conference along with Tim. So overall, in my last year in the GSP program, I can say that this has framed my college experiences for the better. It taught me the purpose of service to my community, and it helped shape my professional and personal life. And the last message I could leave with you guys all is that change is not singular. It's a collection of small actions, and everyone here is proof of that. Thank you.